can understand English. Yes?
Yes.
Great. Great. Oh, Krishna. So have you already explained them something about the temple?
The day they arrived, I explained, but the first time they're coming here in the temple together.
Acha.
We just did the Mangala Charan and some bhajan.
Oh! The Baya, how are you? So, this morning, we have a very interesting mix in our audience. Some newcomers to Krishna consciousness altogether, some patriarchic personalities here who are looking in development in Vrindavan, some professionals like Madhava Krishna, who is looking after the service of Vrindavan, the Bhakti Rasa, the in charge of cleaning of Vrindavan, of the Braj Vrindavan Act now, some international guests from Japan, Bulgaria, from Santo Dominican Republic and Switzerland, a famous doctor from Colombia, then our in charge of our women ashram in Mayapur, Julan Yatra, and the philosopher from Colombia. So it's a very interesting mix. So now my question is, what am I going to talk about? What am I going to talk about which is interesting to all of you, which helps you to understand something? Of course, first of all, historical. A little bit of history. You most of know that Krishna appeared in Mathura, then he was taken to Gokul, then he came to Vrindavan, then he went to Nandagaon. This is like where the Krishna Leela is going along. So this place entered the Kalea dosha nidera jan asteka mahangunaha kirtanat eva krishnasya mukta sangha pramrajet. It says in this age of Kali, since Srimad Bhagavatam in this book, only by the chanting of the names of God can we overcome the contamination of this age. What is the contamination of this age? The mobile, the artificial intelligence, the advertisement industry, the consumer society, which promotes consuming without any sense. And of course, everybody is so unhappy and so sad. So we have another type of society, which is called the anesthesia society. What is anesthesia? Alcohol, drugs, all kinds of intoxication is like for putting ourselves in anesthesia, because it's hard to tolerate everything which is going on. Kali Yuga, Bhagate, Dhamma Jnana Divishaha, Kalau Drashtam Nishtam Esha Pura Narko Dunodita. This Bhagavatam was given 5,000 years ago after Krishna left this world. It was given by the holy sage Vyasadeva at the highest state of maturity. He had compiled all the Puranas, he had compiled all the Upanishads, he had compiled the 4 Vedas. He was a great prolific writer, and everything temple architecture, mathematics, astrology, Vastu Shastra, Ayurveda, you name it. Vyasadeva gave this immense amount of literature, which is called the Vedas, the books of truth. And then, what do you think? Then Vyasadeva was in ecstasy? No. He was feeling frustrated. He was living in Badrik Ashram. Badrik Ashram, that is the highest temple of India in the Himalayas. It is always snow except some months in the summer. So in Badrik Ashram, he was feeling sad. I have written all these books, I've given this Vedic knowledge, and I'm feeling so sad. I don't know, what did I do wrong? At that time, his spiritual master appeared. His spiritual master's name is Narada Muni. You must have heard about Narada Muni, the cosmic guru who is traveling throughout the universe preaching Krishna consciousness. So Narada Muni came there, and Vyasadeva offered his obeisance and said, Gurudev, I've written all these books for the Vedic knowledge and I'm unhappy. Why? Then Srila Narada Muni told him, because you have described all different karma kanda, gnana kanda, upasana kanda, you have described so many different things, rituals, prayers, but you have not glorified the Supreme Personality of Godhead extensively enough. Therefore, Srimad Bhagavatam actually means the beautiful story of God, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the one and only. Christianity don't have it. Muslims don't have it. The story of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And we are chanting Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Now you are ready to receive the message of the Bhagavatam. This is the invocation. First you have to say, oh my God, my respect. I will hear about the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You know, the scientists. I don't know if anybody of you is a physicist or a chemist or nanotechnician. The scientists, they're going to find God, trying to find the smallest particle. There is something called in Switzerland, it's called CERN, or in Italy, somewhere in the mountain, and that cost a few $1 billion. It's in the mountain, and the only purpose is to find the God particle. Have you heard about that?
No.
No? Yeah, what is it? You have not heard about it. They are also looking for God, but not in the Bhagavatam. They're looking for God in the smallest particle, smaller than the atom. So they have a machine to accelerate the particles. It's something like a nuclear fusion and beyond. I'm not the scientist to go into this. So they have that machine doing nothing, and now they came out, they found the God particle. What is it called? You remember? Higgs. Higgs, yeah. It's called Higgs. Nothing to do with when you we have some special motion. So it's called the Higgs particle. It went all over the newspapers in the world. We discovered the God particle. I mean, you really got to be stupid to be a scientist. I'm sorry to say that. There is, you're looking very concerned. Because we don't listen to this type of description. So the first and foremost lesson of the Vedas is life comes from life. Life does not come from particles. Not the smallest and not the biggest. Life does not come from particles. Life comes from life. And from what life does our life come? From the Supreme Personality of Godhead. From Him, that information is coming. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, He has given us His own revelation. You can say this Srimad Bhagavatam is revelation. It is descending from Vyasadeva to us. Can you understand this book? No. This is Purushottama. This is the description of Adokshaya. There's no permit. You cannot enter with your mind in this field. Not allowed. What does that mean? And what is your consciousness then for? Your analytical capacity. What do you got it for? You got your capacity to conclude that you cannot solve the problem of this world by yourself. You need help. Oh, you need help. Help. You know, SOS. Help. Save our soul. They say save our soul, and then they think only the body. Prabhupada used to say, somebody was drowning, and somebody went in, and he pulled his coat. So the guy drowned, but he got his coat out. Then he said, no, but I got the coat. Stupid fool, he drowned. That's why he says, not save our coat, no. Save our soul. Everything we do for the body, that is in the end, we all going to end up in Mokshadam. In the burning gut. That's what's the destiny of this body. Even if you're Miss Universe, you're going to be burnt as well. So we have to understand that consciousness is the real science, not particles. And the supreme consciousness, that is God's consciousness. But you cannot understand Himself, this, but He can reveal Himself. There is a saying, please try to understand. If the infinite could be understood by the finite, we are the finite, no? We are the small little guys. And the infinite is the cause of all causes. So if the finite could understand the infinite, then the infinite would stop being infinite. Try to get it by logic. If you could understand the whole criteria, the whole magic of the world, then it would be no more magic. Then you would be on top of it. But you're not allowed. But then another answer comes from the acharyas. If the infinite is incapable of revealing himself to the finite, then the infinite would also stop being infinite. If the infinite, the divine, is incapable of making himself to be known to the finite, then he would also lose to be infinite. So the answer of this riddle is, we depend on revelation, the descending truths, not ascending. So, yes, speak it out loudly. Apaudu Shaya. Yes. And what is that descending a revelation. It's called Srimad Bhagavatam. What is the way to study it? By prayer. Chanting Hare Krishna is a prayer. My dear Lord, please let me become an instrument of your love. That is a unit. My dear Lord, please let me understand what you want me to do. Make me an instrument of your love. I know nothing. I'm not qualified. I'm very fallen. I've come into the world of egotists. If I come to this world, it means I'm also disqualified, like everybody else born in this age of Kali. Maybe you're not a criminal, but you've also taken the energy of God without giving any gratefulness, without giving any service to God. That is our position, everyone. Like Prabhupada says, if I steal 1 rupee from each here, and then I proudly say, I'm a millionaire now. Yes, you're a millionaire. No, you're a thief. So we make the buildings, we make everything. Oh, who may give us the ingredients? Who provides us the food we are eating? The Hicks? Are you getting everything from the Hicks? Who's providing? If you don't have an answer for that, that means you are like me, ignorant. Sorry, I don't know. Who is providing? Who's making the sun rise every morning? Who's putting the water underground so I can have water for my plants and for my needs? Who is providing myself with a thoughtful mind? Who is giving us free will? You have to leave? Very sorry. I was so happy to explain to you this philosophy. Where are you going? Varshana. Today. Okay, we were going tomorrow to Varshana. Have a wonderful trip. Radhe Radhe. So, don't forget, you got everything from Bhagavan, not from Hicks. You agree? Good. Haribol. Jai. So, the Bhagavatam is the revelation, and you can understand it by prayer, if you want to understand it. Like, for example, this gentleman. He's a very intriguing personality. I know nothing about him. But if he says, oh, I'm the owner of Rati Parvan, I'm coming from Pune, I have a wife, I have children, and he may even say, oh, I feel something for Radha Raman. I'm coming here because I don't know that, but he knows. He can tell. So we don't know anything about each other unless we reveal something to the other. Now, you think God is different? You think you can know something about God if he doesn't want to reveal it? You cannot put God on the chamber like you're the judge and God is the accused. You cannot come into Vrindavan like a detective looking for Krishna. He is known, blue boy, always carrying a flute, yellow dhoti. Anybody has seen him? Huh? If you come to Vrindavan looking for Krishna like detective, dismissed. Dismissed completely. Suspicion leads to suspension. Yes. You want to know everything, but you don't want to go and you don't want to pray. You don't want to be humble. You don't want to be grateful. And you don't want to do service. That's the main problem. You think, yeah, Krishna may be nice, but I'm serving my own interests only. I'm not serving Krishna's interests. Because Krishna is, what people say about God, they say so many things, Sometimes they say, if God is so powerful, why there is so much suffering in the world? Have you heard that argument? Huh? And then they say, that's why should I do service for God? I just do service for myself. And I want others to serve myself as well. So our nature is not that good in this material world. We have too many failures, so too many weaknesses. And we can only get out of this weakness position by bhakti. Bhakti means gratefulness, surrender. It means humility. It means making yourself available as a sevaka. When we become brahmacharis, we become sevakas. It's the only thing. If you're not a brahmachari, you're not a sevaka. And if you're not a sevaka, you cannot become an adhikari. Adhikari means married man. Adhikari also means having a criteria of what's right and what's wrong. So in a brahmachari, as a sevaka, you learn that you have to serve everything, morning to night. If you get some money, you give it to the temple. You don't keep anything for yourself. That is real brahmachari. And you only eat prasadam when the temple bell rings. Prasadam time, then you go. You don't go to the market and buy yourself a samosa here and a pakoda there. No. It's not allowed. Brahmachari is sevaka, regulation, sadhana. That is a preparation. Then when you want to get married, let's say at the age of 25 or so, then you know everything belongs to Krishna because you never took anything for yourself. So how do you practice this? Now you practice adhikari. Un adhikari, he knows my energy which comes to me, I will divide 50% for my family, 50% for my devotion. What is 50% for my family? Of course, maybe 50, maybe 60, 75. It depends on the reality, because first I have to feed my children, no? And that comes first. If I'm a householder, if I have wife and children, I can't say, I'm giving everything to Krishna, you can starve. It's not the idea. Krishna never wants anything from you which you do not have or which you cannot. Never. Don't be worried. God only wants your love. It's the only thing he wants. Everything else is worthless to him. Your money is worthless. Your intellectual gain is worthless. In the moment of death, the only thing which is something worse, whether you chant his name. You chant his name, then there was something valuable in you. Because if you're about to die and you call out, hey, bring the doctor, bring me to the emergency, save my life, give me 10 days more so I can enjoy a little bit more of my wealth. Useless. When you're in that position, the only one who wants your wealth is the doctor. Does he have money? Then we make operation. He has no money. Finish. Useless. So that's a reality. Absolutely reality. So we have to be very realistic when we come to study the Vedic truth. Very realistic. So the prayer to understand the Srimad Bhagavatam is this prayer, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. I worship you, the son of Vasudeva, the supreme personality of Godhead, who have descended into this world in Three aspects. Brahmeti, Paramatmeti, Bhagavan iti shabdyate. What is that? There is, first of all, the Virata Rupa. Virata Rupa is stone, wood, air, water, Mahabhuta, all the energies. That is called Virata Rupa. It also belongs to God. It's not that this material world is like separate. No, it also belongs to God. It's like the training ground. You can call it the university of spiritual life. Then there's Brahman. Brahman is the all-pervading divine energy of God. It's in every atom. In the organic atom, in the inorganic atom, in every atom is the divine. In space, everywhere, cosmic reality, Brahman. And what is Brahman? Some people say it's divine light. Some people say it's a divine energy. But whatever it is, words cannot describe it because words are sound in matter. So it is beyond the words. Then the next one, the next aspect of God is Paramatma. Paramatma is the most amazing thing. Now you have to open your mind. Open your mind, open your mind, open your mind, open it. More open, more open. Where's Paramatma? Paramatma is the soul of God next to your soul. You are Atma and he is Paramatma. You are individual and he is also individual. You are an individual being, he is an individual being. What's the difference between you and him? The difference is that you are very small and he is very big, meaning he's in my heart, in your heart, in everyone's heart. That means that Param, that's why it's called Param Atma. He's the oversoul, you can also call it. He's a soul beyond the soul. And he knows you personally. He knows you better than you know yourself. He knows all the past of all the incarnations you have taken. He knows your desires. He knows your aparapta karmas and prabrapta karmas. Everything he knows. He can read your mind. And he can remember what you were thinking 5 million years ago. So don't think you are the Paramatma. Some philosophers, they say Atma and Paramatma, they become the same. It's nonsense. It's absolute nonsense. I believe you are the Paramatma if you tell me right now what I'm thinking right now. If you tell me everything about my history, if you know all that, then I say you may be the Paramatma. No? Like people, they say, oh yes, I'm God. Everybody's God. They say, okay, come here, please. Can you lift the Govardhan? Just for 1 minute, not for 1 week. Huh? Just lift it up 1 second so we can see that you're also God. Nonsense. We are not God. We are sparks of the truth. Teeny sparks. And that spark is coming from Brahman, but it is individual. Because anything which comes from God, it has qualities. And those qualities, the real quality of life is that you are able to love. That makes you the great person you are. The capacity of loving. Your capacity of doesn't make you a great person. Your capacity of name, fame, glory, it's the same old story. You're working hard like an ass for nothing more but grass? Huh? That is your glory? Forget it. Huh? So, Paramatma knows everything. And he loves everyone. He talks to you if you want to. He talks to you through your inner voice. Sometimes he talks to you in a dream. He's always watching over you. And he's always inviting you, come home, come home. And what means come home? That means Om, sweet Om, come home, go back to God. That's what he's telling us. The cosmic sound is there. So, Paramatma is your best friend. He's also called Chaitya Guru. He is also the Guru within your heart. And he is Guru Tattva personified. Means he never abandons the disciple. And then comes the final aspect of God, which is described in the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Krishna in Vrindavan. It's called the private life of God. The private life. Imagine that is being described. And that's what Srila Vyasadeva needed to do. Describe the glories of the private life of God, because he had not described it in the other Vedas. So now we will read one shloka today, here, from the Srimad Bhagavatam, because there's 16,000 shlokas. So your choice, you can pick the verse today. Just open the book anywhere. That is your special revelation for you and for all of us. Which one? So this is now God was involved, no? Because nobody knew what we're going to read today. I didn't manipulate this. Varshati sma yatakaman paryanya iva tarpayan samudra iva durboda satvinachala radiva. Just as rainfall satisfies everyone's desires, Maharaj Prithu used to satisfy everyone. He was like the sea in that no one could understand his depth. And he was like Meru, the king of hills, in the fixity of his purpose. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Maharaj Prithu used to distribute his mercy to suffering humanity, and it was like rainfall after excessive heat. The ocean is wide and expansive, and it's very difficult to measure its length and breadth. Similarly, Prithu Maharaj was so deep and grave that no one could fathom his purpose. The hill known as Mount Meru is fixed in the universe as a universal pivot, and no one can move it an inch from its position. Similarly, no one could ever dissuade Maharaj Prithu when he was determined. Maharaj Prithu's intelligence and education were exactly like that of Yamaraj, the superintendent of death. His opulence was comparable to the Himalaya mountains, where all valuable jewels and metals are stocked. He possessed great riches like Kuvera, the treasurer of the heavenly planets, and no one could reveal his secrets, for they were like the demigod Varuna. In his bodily strength and in the strength of his senses, Maharaj Prithu was as strong as the wind, which can go anywhere and everywhere. As far as his intolerance was concerned, he was just like the all-powerful Rudra expansion of Lord Shiva or Sadashiva. In his person, in his bodily beauty, he was just like Cupid, and in his thoughtfulness, he was like a lion. In his affection, he was just like Swayambhuva Manu, and in his ability to control, he was like Lord Brahma. In his personal behavior, Prithu Maharaj exhibited all good qualities, and in spiritual knowledge, he was exactly like Brihaspati. In self-control, he was like the Supreme Personality of God in himself. As far as his devotional service was concerned, he was a great follower of devotees who were attached to cow protection and the rendering of all service to the spiritual master and the brahmanas. He was perfect in his shyness and in his gentle behavior. And when he engaged in some philanthropic activities, he worked as if he were working for his own personal self. Om Jnana Shalakaya Shakshun Militam Jene Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manubhistam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Girim Yat Kripatam Hangvante Shri Guru Dinataranam Nashtaprayeshu Abhadrishu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Utamashloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. I offer my respect to all the assembled devotees and to all the sages who have come to Vrindavan to serve Krishna in one way or another, to all the associates of Krishna, all the beautiful bhaktas who have come from all over the world to be here and to learn more about him. Prithu Maharaj is an incarnation of Krishna. He is a Shakti Avesha avatar. And Shakti Avesha avatar means the power of God himself manifests in him. Here the description given to him is to teach us what kind of a people we should be in our family, in our community. We should really care. We should not live for ourselves. We should live for the welfare of others. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, in his 20 instructions, he said that we should not doubt to do whatever is within our possibility to help even the worst enemy of ourselves. So nobody was excluded. Not, you work for your family, you give some good money to your son. That's okay, everybody does that, no? Everybody, when he dies, the children get what's left over there. But no, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati said, we should do everything within our possibility for the benefit of the worst enemy of ourselves, what to speak for the rest. For everybody, we have to be there. Then we have to ask that question, what am I to do? What means devotional service? What is required? I will tell you, there was a movie many years ago, an American movie. And the subject of the movie was changing the it was favors. So make this world. So one of the boys said, how to make this world a better place. He wrote his idea and put the idea into action as well. He wrote down. So his idea was, I do a favor for you, some important favor. Even though I don't owe you anything, I may not even know you well, but I do a real favor for you. And then you will ask me, why you do this favor for me? Why are you doing this? And then I say, I do that so that you will also do 3 favors to 3 different people who you don't know. And when they ask you why they do the favor, you tell them again, do it to 3 people. So in words, 3, 9, pom, 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 it expands like this. It's called the chain of favors. So actually he put it into action, and there was a big change in that moment there. So the teacher was very impressed. Said, wow, you really made something which can change the world. So when I heard about this movie, I was thinking about my Guru Dev Srila Prabhupada. My Guru Dev Srila Prabhupada, he told his disciples, you go and do favors to others who you don't have any debt to them, but not to only 3. To everybody you meet, you do a favor. And then you ask them, do the same if they appreciate that you were favoring them. And from that came the Krishna conscious movement. The chain of favors. If you are here today, it's because somebody did a favor to you. And then you thought, oh, that's very nice. What shall I do? I do favors to others. Not to 1, not to 2, not to 3. To everybody you meet, make a favor. What do you need? Can I help you? Oh, I'm having a pain here. Let me give you a massage on your arm. Oh, I'm so thirsty. Have a glass of water. Oh, I'm so sad. Come to the class. This Srimad Bhagavatam will make you happy. Oh, my mother is alone. So go and visit your mother and chant Hare Krishna with her, because otherwise, like sometimes old people, they're only nagging. It's paining here, it's paining there. I'm unhappy. Some people are just in the mood of complaining. No, we are not complaining. We are chanting the names of the Lord. Pain? Yeah, this is the world of pain. There's nothing new about that. So also we have sometimes pain. Our mother has pain everywhere. Pain is a good thing to awaken to the fact that we do things wrong. So by the will of the Lord, then when I heard about this movie and I was thinking about Srila Prabhupada, then I came to the conclusion that I was very lucky to have met that person who tells you, just make favors for others. So whenever you come here, we try to make a favor for you. And when you bring your people here, we try to do a favor for them. You know that. That's why you sent them here. Huh? And the same thing, he comes from Switzerland, so we want to make a favor for him so that he feels happy here in Vrindavan. When he goes back to Switzerland, he will do something wonderful there for Switzerland, for the people he meets. And that is a universal principle. And it's not my principle. It's God's own principle. Because God is giving favors to us non-stop. Every breakfast is God's favor. There's no end to his favors. And what favor you have to do to somebody else is to ask your super soul. There's no hard and fast rules. Sometimes we inspire each other. Sometimes we try to get, like Dave, he comes here. He says, how can I help you? I say, well, okay, we have a few ideas here for communication. You have talent for that. Okay, let's try to do that. And like, we are very flexible, extremely flexible. Like my dear friend Vrindavan, he is going to Japan to do favors to the Japanese people, that's all. And no other reason to go there. He's very happy here in Vrindavan. He's very happy doing seva in Germany, where he's chief pujari there of our Radha Govinda deities. He also has a background in Bulgaria. He has many friends there. So the only reason to go to Japan is to do favors to Japan. That was Prabhupada's mood. And if you accept that and you take it in your heart, then everyone you meet becomes favored by meeting you. Everybody meets you is lucky because he's meeting you. Just like the difference between a meat eater and a vegetarian. For a meat eater, every animal which comes close to him, he is death personified. This man is very dangerous. He'll cut my throat and eat me. So every animal is very, oh my God, another one of those guys. So that's why the animal's always running, whoop, 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 because the meat eaters are moving around. These dangerous people. But if you're a vegetarian, oh, there's a cow, let me give a hug to the cow. Oh, there's a monkey, let me give a banana. Oh, there's a bird, let me give some seeds for eating. Oh, there's an elephant. Oh, so wonderful. What can I do for an elephant, you know? So like that, for the vegetarian Vaishnava, every animal is a friend, a real friend. And when the animals, they feel that friendship, they also come and they. So the same way, when you meet a person who only wants to serve everybody, that's the best contact, the best person to meet. And that's what we learned from our spiritual master. Go out and do something wonderful. What does it really mean in your practical life? That depends. But it's not so much about money. Money is okay. Money can do a lot of good things. But the real problem, the real difficulty in this world is not that people have no money. The real problem is that they have no love. They're not getting love. They're not getting connected with the ocean of love of Lord Chaitanya. Therefore, he is Parama Karuna Pauduhi Jana Nitai Gaura Chandra. The Lord is the ocean of love. And when you connect somebody with the ocean of love, then wow, there's an ocean. You can get so much knowledge, so much relief from the ocean. And the first thing we heard here about Prithu Maharaj, he was like the water, the rainfall, pleasing everyone. You see what I'm saying? Coming back to Prithu Maharaj. That's what he was. He was favoring everyone. The poor, the rich, the small, the big, doesn't matter for him. He was favoring everyone. And when I give you the Bhagavatam, I'm favoring you. Maybe you never heard about the Bhagavatam. Now the next thing is going to see, if you have any intelligence, the next thing you're going to ask, where can I buy that book and take it with me? That is the next thing. Radhe Radhe. Yes, Radhe Sham. No problem. Give my dandavats to him. Radhe Radhe.
I come tomorrow.
Okay. So this is Prithu Maharaj, no? What a wonderful personality. And if you come in contact with the wonderful personality, you know what can happen? It can happen that you also become a wonderful personality. Tell me with who you move around and I tell you who you are. So if you move around with wonderful personalities, you end up becoming a wonderful personality. So that is the lesson or the great wisdom of the Srimad Bhagavatam. So now, if you have any questions, otherwise I close the glory of Prithu Maharaj. That great king, oh my God, that would be a lesson for the presidents of our world today, no? My goodness, when they could understand only a pinch of it. Just like if you go to Europe today, they all talk about we have to give money to Ukraine so that more Ukrainian boys and girls and men and women are sent into the meat grinder of this war. And they say, oh, it's all because the Russians are so bad. But who is bad? Bad are those who sent the kids to be killed. All this killing is going on. It's unbelievable. Young people, beautiful, beautiful people like all of you, they're sent out there to die. That's all they do. They die uselessly. Real complex. Who is interested in war? Those who sell the machines. It's so simple. And we are hearing here about Prithu Maharaj, how much he loved everybody and wanted to help everybody. Yes, Vrindavan.
Prithu Maharaj was such a wonderful personality. Why did he get angry? When is it appropriate to be angry? Because he was angry with earth.
A devotee may get angry when he sees that other people are put into sufferings. That's why I just now got angry and started talking about the politicians of our world today. I'm very angry with them. Openly against the warmongers, they can cancel your involvement with society, cancel your bank account, cancel your that's the first thing, they cancel your communication things. Isn't it true?
Yes, there's censorship in all parts of the world.
Censorship, There's 1,000 doctors in 1,000 doctors put to jail terms and fines and big fines for giving a paper to excuse you not to use the mask. 1,000 doctors in Germany put into jail and difficulty because they gave a license, or you should not use a mask. A doctor attest, they call it, no? And now they said, you had no right to give this to the person. What is it? They placed it, and it's not only Germany, I'm sure in Italy and other places, similar story, but they're totally mad, not half mad. To tell a doctor he cannot give a certificate to a person. What to speak of the ones who gave the false certificate of vaccination? You had a false vaccination?
You cannot see that in the camera.
Oh, sorry, no, never. We all took the vaccination. Stupid. Huh? Huh? This is an idiot society. All criminals. We have Bhagavat, we have the Srimad Bhagavatam. I'm hearing about King Prithu. It's such a relief to hear that there's something reasonable. Because we just heard Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur said that you have to think the best within your ability for the worst person, for the greatest enemy. So, what can we do for the demons in Germany and Europe? Preach Krishna consciousness. Speak the truth. Come to Vrindavan. It's a very confused world. Right now, very confused. One of my disciples, great scholar in Germany, his father, mother, and sister did not speak to him for a long time because of his opinion about vaccination. Finally, the mother softened. Then the father softened, but the sister didn't allow her brother to come into her house for years. This kind of violence, of course, the COVID mafia, they killed many. The war situation is worse. So much nonsense is going on in this world. More questions? Are you satisfied with the answer?
Yes, I think it's a good point. It's appropriate to get angry when you see other people suffer. Maybe the next question is, more about this. How to get angry is by doing to share the truth.
Yes, that's what we are doing every day. My YouTube channel was canceled a few times. Just like she said. Because I openly spoke against the vaccination campaign and all that. And we are not, like you say, I wasn't such an important person there, but like people who really spoke out continuously, like Rainer Füllmich, they were kidnapped, they were jailed, they were put great persecution and injustice done to them. Many. Like those doctors I'm mentioning, the just innocent doctors who wanted to help their patients, you know. They will not like what I say. I say that those people who deported all the Jewish people and all the Roma people, those who sent them all to to be killed in the concentration camps, them and the people who are working now for this system, they're the same. They're exactly the same. Just excusing, no, the rule is, the law is, it's the same. Can you imagine putting a star on somebody's chest because Jewish, so then you can do with them whatever you do? No, the Germans say they, but it's not only the Germans, the Serbians also. You remember the ethnic cleansing? That's one of the words I hated. I hate it. Ethnic cleansing. You know what that means, no? That minorities are exterminated because whatever reason, they have money or want to take away their whatever, no? Ethnic cleansing. And ethnic cleansing is going on in Europe. Can you believe it? Kosovo. Remember the Kosovo? This ethnic cleansing killed thousands and thousands of men, women, children. Because somebody wanted to get rid of a certain language or a certain type of people. And the Ukrainians, now listen to this, the Ukrainians, under the order of the Americans, they did ethnic cleansing in those areas of Ukraine where the people spoke Russian. True or not? Say it. True or not? They were doing ethnic cleansing. They were killing.
Also not really the angels on this earth. So.
No, that's another story. That's another story. Angels on this earth, I hope you are one. But there was ethnic cleansing going on. And that was, I cannot tolerate. I cannot tolerate this ethnic cleansing, and then therefore the war became. I mean, politics, wars, dividing countries by lines, this is all mad anyway, no? Because when the Christians went to South America, they got a license from the Pope. The license said, indigenous people, either they work for you or you can kill them. They have no right to own any land. Means all the land they had before we came now is ours. And it was signed by the Pope in Rome. Yes, you can do that, no problem. That is the mentality these people have without Krishna consciousness. Human beings become very dangerous and very horrible beings. So we need Krishna consciousness. We need the Bhagavatam culture. Otherwise, we don't even become vegetarians. We don't even respect the animals.
Which is actually the base, because if we could respect the animals, we would not kill another human, just by logic.
Yeah, it's very logical. Any other question? Otherwise, now Krishna will open here. All right. Nitai, Gora, Nibol Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Chain of favors ki jai.